Oops. I better set up for that part. Oh my goodness. I have to clear all this stuff out. Let me see if I can mute this. Not mute it. Okay. Go to. Sorry. I'm gonna get started here in a second. I'm trying to get my food open real quick. Okay. Oops. Got me some soup right here, and it is, what is it? Tomato basil? That's what I'm eating in the meantime. I'm gonna get the diamond painting here soon. I'm just hungry. I'm hungry and I'm cold. I randomly got cold today. Okay. Yesterday we got kind of far. We added, I think we finished one whole color. And we got some of the letters done, but we're definitely gonna try to get further today. If I can open this, there we go. I need to fix my area. I definitely don't have. I'm super cramped up in here. I'm probably not gonna finish this before Halloween. I didn't realize we only literally had like 3 days left. But we are gonna try to get as far as we can. Well, hey guys, sorry I've been Kind of quiet. Thank you for joining. I'm doing good. How are you guys? Has anyone seen the Welcome to Dairy show and what streaming platform it's on? I'm already seeing people reacting and giving their reviews on it, and I don't want to watch it. Like, watch the reviews. I want to watch the show, but I don't know where to stream it on. But that's why I started my whole It journey, because I read the book. I've obviously already watched all the films, but I read the book this year. Took me 3 months to finish it, but I did all that to lead up to the show, and now I don't know where it's streaming to watch the show. So I see everyone already putting out content on it, and I'm like, wait, where can I watch it? I have to watch it. I will watch it during the day if needed, and then we can talk about it here. If anything, if I don't get this done by Halloween, we can do that. We can um, watch Welcome to Dairy, and every time I go live, we can talk about the episodes of the show. That could be fun. Because I don't think I'm finishing this in 3 days, to be honest. I can be fast, but not that fast. I don't like time restrictions anyway. When you say watch the first It, do you mean 2017 or do you mean the 19... Gosh, I think it was like the 1980 version? Because I watched that one when I was young. I totally didn't understand it, but I watched it regardless. The 2017 one, I was like 27 when that one came out, so... I'm not going to use the phone, actually. I'm just going to... Oh, and since I've kind of new people here, I also got my nails done as It, with Pennywise right there. Yeah, those are really cool to do. Yeah, I love diamond painting too. I have so many. I have Christmas ones done. I've done Ghost Face. I have a Nightmare Before Christmas one I've done. But I usually time lapse these, but my camera's not working, so I'm like, I'll just go live and see how people like that. And the reason I'm doing this It one, again, I've already done Ghostface, but I've read the book It for the first time this year. It took me 3 months, but I've definitely been on an It kick lately. Read the book, watched all 3 films and adaptations. Oh, there's a bunch right there. Has anyone read the book It? Oops. Nightmare 9588. You read the book? That's so cool. Did you like it? Did you like reading it more than the watching it? I've watched the mini series long time ago and then watched the new adaptations, and I think the book was absolutely amazing compared to all of them. I tend to favor books more. And that's whether I read the book first and then watch the movie, or watch the movie and then go back and read the book. Another Stephen King book that got adapted into a movie this year is The Long Walk, and so I read that one before going and seeing it, and I definitely prefer the book over the movie. The movie's great though. I did like it. I just did not like the change to the end of that story. The way they changed it in the movie, I preferred the book. And then I was wanting to reread Stephen King's The Shining before Halloween, but that's not going to happen. Doesn't mean I won't reread it though. I just think books are always better because they always give more detail. I don't know if I've read a book that I'm like, I prefer the movie. And my bookmark actually says, never judge a book by its movie. So the way I diamond dot, because some people like, section them off into sections. I just try to go by numbers. Like all these blacks were number 4, and I just try to empty the bag of number 4 and go by numbers. But that's what works for me. I try to do a few colors at a time. I don't know. Jimmy 45481. I don't know my recent obsession with clowns. I actually a few years was terrified of clowns. In the town I worked in, there's actually some people that dressed up as clowns and were like threatening, like not threatening anyone, but like just scaring people to the point we had to like lock our doors. And so I was like, oh, I hate clowns. They're so terrifying. But then at the same time, I love Pennywise. And then I don't know if anyone knows Art the Clown. I love Art the Clown. I love him so much. And then I also like the Joker. Honestly, any adaptation of the Joker. Because if Gotham the show taught us anything, anyone can be the Joker. You just have to be crazy enough. Heck, I even like Twisty the Clown from American Horror Story. I would never want to meet a clown in real life, but I like shows about clowns. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think my husband's kind of sick of me liking clowns so much, too, though. He's like, are you okay? And I do have a diamond painting of Art the Clown that I'm wanting to finish this year as well. Obviously not in time for Christmas. For Halloween. Maybe I'll finish it for Christmas. I don't know. Because if you guys know in Terrifier 3, that's based in Christmas time. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I also do film reviews and book reviews as my full length videos. And I have a new one out for The Black Phone. And I mean The Black Phone, the short story by Joe Hill. The first one and the newest entry, The Black Phone 2 review. If you guys are interested in watching any of my reviews. And I have book reviews too. I realized the only movie I didn't review that I watched so far this year is The Conjuring Last Rites. I just totally skimmed over that one. It was not the best entry, especially to end the franchise on. Not the best, in my opinion. If you liked it, that's cool. I saw something. You've also read The Shining. I read The Shining when I was younger. I want to reread it. As an adult, I read Doctor Sleep, and that's one I cannot bring myself to watch the movie because I love that book. I adore that book so much. I don't want the movie to ruin it. People say the movie's really good, but I don't know. I just don't want it ruined, but I should watch it, shouldn't I? I guess I should. Just kind of talk myself into it. Because at the same time, I try to watch the movies as if they're their own product as well. But it's really hard when you've read the book. And the books are amazing. And I get more attached to books. Like, right now, I'm really sad that I'm actually done with The Black Phone. Which is actually 20th Century Ghost. The book is called 20th Century Ghost, not The Black Phone. But when I finished my review yesterday, I'm like, I guess that's it. I guess I'm done with it. And I actually was sad about it. Oh. Yes, I've watched Terrifier. I've watched all 3. And I'm so excited. Don't quote me on this, but I think they're in production of the 4th one. If not right now, they will be soon. And you best believe I'll be there. I will be there. I am so happy and proud for Damien Leone, the basically creator of Terrifier. He created, wrote, edited, did the makeup, directed, like basically everything for Terrifier on the lowest budget ever. And it's become such a big thing. I'm so happy for him. As long as it's an appropriate question to ask, I don't mind anything. I just don't like when people have to get gross and inappropriate on the internet. So if that's a question that's going to be asked, then yeah, no. But you can ask anything. And you really can ask anything. I just may not answer if it's, I'm sorry, but a stupid question. And I say that because my first live stream, someone had to ask a really perverted question. I'm like, okay, that's just completely unnecessary. So just don't be crude. My favorite Terrifier movie? That's a good question. That's difficult. I like all of them. I like all of them because they all tell the story. But I think, oh, jeez. I don't think it's the first one. Oh my gosh. I think, honestly, I think the one I've watched the most has been the second one. I've watched that one the most. I love the funness of the third one with it being in Christmas. But the second one I've watched the most. So I think that has to be my answer. And I don't know if you've seen all of them, like All Hallows Eve, the Terrifier short film that was in All Hallows Eve. Is that correct? Is it the short? There's a Terrifier, and that wasn't played by David Howard Thornton. Is a different actor who played in the original Terrifier. But then there's the Terrifier full-length movie with David Howard Thornton. Yeah, the second one, I love the second one. That's the one I watched the most. So I think that has to be my answer. That's probably what I'm watching on Halloween night. Is just gonna watch all the Terrifiers. And then one movie I have missed this year that I've heard a lot of great things about was Weapons. So I think I'll watch that as well on Halloween night. So I probably won't live stream Halloween night because I'm going to be working until 4:30 and then taking my daughter out trick-or-treating. And we're going to go all the way to her grandma's house, which is 30 minutes away, and then come back trick-or-treat. And then when she goes to bed, I'm binge watching all the Terrifier movies, Weapons, and just all the Halloween movies that I've been wanting to watch this year. So far, I've just watched The Grudge and Rings. I think that's all I've watched. I really haven't watched that much. I love The Nun. I'm a weirdo. My husband and I are weird, and I feel like on an island by ourselves because everybody, especially most of the reviewers that reviewed The Nun and The Nun 2, they're like, oh, this is garbage. This wasn't scary. It was horrible. It was boring. I watched it all alone the very first time, and I was terrified. Then I watched it with my husband, and we, absolutely loved it. And then The Nun 2 wasn't as good as the first one, but we still liked it. I like The Nun. I think Balak is one of the best horror icons I can think of. I'll tell you something, it's better than the last couple entries of The Conjuring. I just wish they made Via Farmiga's character and Tasia Farmiga's characters. If they could just like tie those two into some kind of story plot, that would make it a little bit better. Like a long lost relative or something, because obviously they're sisters in real life. I assume everyone knows that, but maybe not everybody does. I don't know. I'd love to know. Grab too many. No, I didn't grab enough. Okay. Is it getting the top of it or no? I have no idea. I don't know. I feel like I should lower it. I'll probably lower it for tomorrow. I think the best Conjuring movie is the second Conjuring. Where was I? I just saw. Okay. Wait. Yes, they are making a Terrifier 4. I don't know if it's in production right now, but they definitely are. He's gonna have to wrap it up some way, somehow. He left it way too open-ended, so. But he did, Damien Leone did confirm there is a fourth one in making. I think I finished those, and if not, I'm moving on to the next color, regardless. No, I see one over there. Oh well. Yeah, probably in 2026. If you've noticed, they all come out in the even years, like 2020, 2022, 2024. Like, yeah, we're in 2025. I was gonna say, wait, that's 2024, and so yeah, 2026 would add up. If I'm wrong about those days, I probably am. Those dates, I probably am, but it feels like it's every 2 years. I hope so. I'll be in the theater for sure. I'll be there opening night. I hope it's going to be better quality. I feel like with each one, it's good quality. But at the same time, if you think about it, if it's kind of following this, you know, aesthetic to it, it'd be kind of weird having all of them kind of lower quality and kind of grainy, and then the last one is like impeccable quality. Then it just feel kind of out of the box from the others. So I don't think I want it like the best quality, but yeah, better quality for sure. And I think it will be. I think he always gets a bigger budget with each film. I'm actually gonna, since we're on the topic of Terrifier, I got something in the mail, and I'm too much of a nerd to like not show you guys. Since you guys are interested in Terrifier, let me show you. Oh. I got this in the mail today. I ordered it and it said it wasn't gonna come in until maybe November. So I was like, I guess I'll wear it for Christmas time. But I got it in the mail just in time for Halloween. Excuse you, Pennywise. There's another clown in town. You guys see that? Is it in focus? Is he in focus? Yeah, there he is. Yeah! I love it. So I'm going to wear Halloween Day and then Christmas Day. Yeah, for Halloween and Christmas. Because it's like Nightmare Before Christmas. Am I going to watch Terrifier on Halloween or Christmas? Both! I'm going to watch them on both. There's no and or. Isn't it so cool? I got it on Amazon. After I publish this video, if I can find the link, I'll link it. But yeah, it's my favorite shirt. And usually I like wear the heck out of favorite shirts, but I'm just going to wear those 2 days. Let me see if I can find the link to it real fast. Because it's so cool. I can't find it. Let's see. I'm gonna link the hoodie. They have a hoodie of the same one. That's so cool. It's $25 for the hoodie. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get the hoodie. And it's for men and women. Oh, that's so cool. I effing want the hoodie. Yeah. Oh, is it not going to link it? Oh my gosh, I have to share the freaking link. Oh my god. I'm trying to share it and it's not letting me, and that's going to annoy me. I'm going to bring my computer over so you guys can see it. Ugh. There's the hoodie. Look at the hoodie. That'd be so cool to get. They have other ones, so to answer the question, the Terrifier 2 is my favorite movie, But I love the aesthetic of Terrifier 3. A Terrifier Christmas? Are you kidding me? I want that hoodie so bad. I'm going to get it eventually. Probably for Christmas. I'll hold off now since I got the shirt. The shirt was my Halloween present. I wish I could, like... Oops. I'm going to get back to diamond painting. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my area over here. Okay. My workstation, because it's all messed up. I had an antique booth where I was selling all my diamond paintings, but I shut it down for now because I was trying to get all these out to put up, but I just never did. So now they're all just in my closet waiting to be done. So that's what I'm doing. At the same time, I'm like, I kind of just want to keep these for myself. So always told myself when I was younger that I want to dedicate a whole room to like horror icons. So I'll just diamond paint all these and make that room myself. So and speaking of clowns, I'm actually reading a new book that's not Stephen King or Joe Hill. It's A Clown in a Clover Field or in a cornfield, whatever kind of field he's in. A Clown in a Cornfield is what I'm reading because I want to watch the movie. So I'm like, I'm going to read the book first. And I'm hoping to be done with that by Halloween as well. I'm on chapter 10 already and almost halfway through the book, but I need to get to reading. I've kind of slowed down work-wise this month so I can get all these things done. I tend to just be a workaholic, and this month for Halloween, I'm like, nope, I'm going to enjoy this month and enjoy reading as much, watching as much Halloween stuff as I can. Oh, okay, I already put that one up. Oh, well, that's okay. Oh, there's a lot of ones right up here. Okay. Oh no, that was not what I meant to do. Okay, sorry. I was just typing something real quick. Like I'm trying to decide which part of the painting I want to go to. So I still see numbers I need on this side, but I need to start doing stuff over there too. Oh. I want to do like a big number that makes me feel like I'm doing a lot. I lost where I was. Okay, I'll just go. I'm gonna actually lower the picture so it's more in frame for you guys. Because I feel like the further up I go, the you won't be able to see as much. Don't drop it, don't drop it. Wow. Okay. Waiting to see if this looks good. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Better, much better. Freaking. Please don't wake my baby. She's sleeping and I don't want that to wake her. She's a good sleeper, so that shouldn't. That one right there. Ow. Okay. I know it's loud, I'm sorry. Sorry, that's so loud, I know. Okay. Is that better angle? That's better. Okay, better, much better. I'm going to do number 5 as well. Uh-oh. What happened to the music? I guess it's over. Not the fair. We'll just go to the next one. All right. There's all these 5s. I'm gonna start now from the top and just go down because like I've all that to do. I think that's what I'll do. Well, then in that case, I could have been doing that. Oh well. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. I'm trying to come up with the system. It's kind of like anything. It makes sense to you, but sometimes watching it, it's like, what the heck is this person doing? Well, thank you to everyone who's been watching and being interested in this, whether it's for Pennywise the clown or diamond painting in general. I appreciate sharing both interests with people. Like they say, there's a niche for everything. Since I don't have that many people on right now, I'm going to take a very small break. I will be literally right back. It's not going to take that long. Okay, give me 2.5 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay. Quick break over. I'm so sorry for that. Oops. Whoops. Oh, where am I on that? Okay. Okay, I added a poll just to add some interaction if you guys want to um, be part of the poll. It's basically asking which adaptation of it do you prefer? The novel, the miniseries that came out in 1990, or the films, the remake films in 2017? Mostly the first one. I mean, the second one kind of goes hand in hand with that one, but just basically the remakes. What was your favorite adaptation of it? Before reading the book, for me, it was definitely. Well, actually, I don't know. I guess 2017 was my favorite one, but then I read the book, so the book is definitely my answer now. Whoops. Dropped a bunch of them, of course. Yeah, see, I like the 2017 one for sure. Oops. Trying to figure out which way to go. It's like, oh, there's so many ways I could. There's a bunch of. I don't know. Whoops. Keep dropping up. I think the 2017 one was definitely gorier. Like that opening scene with Georgie, they definitely didn't do that in the miniseries. They just kind of alluded to it. Which I don't know. Some people like just the less is more. But I definitely appreciate like more practical effects. But I know in this day and age we're doing a lot more CGI stuff. Which does take a talent in itself. It doesn't always come off as great, in my opinion. a manga adaptation. That would be awesome. I like that idea. So far, It 2017 is winning in the best adaptation. I don't disagree. Except for the fact I have changed since I read the book. Because for the longest time, I do still adore the 27 adaptation. Now, the miniseries, I do like, but I watched it when I was a kid, and I did not understand what the hell was going on. And then after the 2017 adaptation came out, I revisited the miniseries, and personally, it didn't hold up. Um, I do have a scary story of Pennywise from the miniseries, because before my sister and I had phones, it was before like nowadays you could send memes and stuff, and she gets a text out of nowhere, and she goes to check who just texted her, and she had a good handful of friends at the time. And she opens up her phone, and it's just that creepy imagery repeating itself like a GIF or GIF. I mean, I say GIF, honestly, but the little emoji thing of not this Pennywise. This is obviously Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise, but of Tim Curry's Pennywise, just like repeatedly just looking at her with its razor sharp teeth and all that. And she like threw her phone. She's like, who the heck sent me that? Like, who is trying to scare me? So she asked all her friends. And again, this is really a time when memes and gifs and stuff weren't really used that much, and people didn't send them all too often. And like, all her friends were honest. They were like, we did not send that. To this day, we have no idea who sent that. She obviously doesn't have her phone with that anymore. That is a flip phone. Back in those days with flip phones. Which I personally like flip phones because then you're not like butt dialing anymore. I had a call from my last boss out of freaking nowhere, and I text him back. I'm like, did you mean to call? And like hours later, he replied, he's like, oh, sorry, I accidentally pocket dialed you. I'm like, that's just annoying. Because like back in the day of flip phones, you couldn't do that. Not like getting pocket dialed. When I get phone calls, it's always my initial reaction to be like, did you mean to call me? Because a lot of people are still sitting on their phones and calling people accidentally. At that time, again, memes and stuff weren't really that used, so it's kind of creepy. We're like, we still don't know who sent that GIF of Pennywise. And that was back when he actually scared me. I mean, he still scares me, but like, I'm more intrigued by him than anything. Because I'm weird. Oh, there's another one. I'm gonna put up another poll as well here in just a second. And there'll be a poll of the Battle of the Pennywise. Which Pennywise is the best Pennywise? I have my answer. Let me finish this round and then I'll post that poll. I don't know. That kind of reminds me of Life with Calm. Your comment about all the clowns joining together. Honestly, that would be epic. But it kind of reminds me of when Art in Art the Clown in Terrifier 3, when Vicky, she's like obnoxiously squeezing the little the horn. She's like beep 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 beep, and he looks so effing annoyed. He's just like, obviously he doesn't say anything, but he's just looking like this child. She's not a child, but he had that parental face of like, she's so effing annoying. Did she really have to come back from the dead? He looks so annoyed of her in that moment. My question is, what would Art the Clown sound like if he did talk? Because David Howard Thornton sometimes has a little goofy voice to him. Okay, I'm ending that first poll and I'm going to put up the... We only had one person vote, but I mean, I don't disagree with it. I said Tim Burton. I don't mean Tim Burton. Oh my gosh. Tim Curry. If I can type this, it'll be faster. Okay. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Second poll is up. Battle of the Pennywise. Who is the best Pennywise? Tim Curry from 1990 or Bill Skarsgård from 2017. When was the second one made? Part 2. (2019). I agree. Yeah, a deep, kind of deep, like husky voice when he's mad, and then a very giddy voice. Oh, yes. Has anyone seen The Ninth Circle? I think that was the very first debut of Art the Clown, was The Ninth Circle. And that's why, spoiler if you haven't seen Terrifier 3, when the lady sits on the bus, she's reading a book titled The Ninth Circle. Was it The Ninth Circle? Gosh, don't quote me on this stuff. I think it was. Yeah, The Ninth Circle. Yeah. Okay. Yep. But that was played by not David Howard Thornton. That was played by someone else. But it was Art the Clown. We got a vote in Bill Skarsgård. I do not disagree. I think Tim Curry's Pennywise was too funny a lot of the times. I don't know, they both have flaws. Because, oh, where's my pen? Oh. Tim Curry, when he was like, I mean, they're supposed to be funny. They're clowns, for crying out loud. But that scene where he's in the library and he's like, I don't know, like weirdly, kind of in a way, not to be inappropriate, but he kind of was weirdly humping the library pole or something. It was really weird. He's like, her, her, her. And it was like just goofy. But I mean, obviously he's a clown. And then Bill Skarsgård in the second one, he sounds like Winnie the Pooh when the little girl sees him under the bleacher and he's like, hello. So they both have goofy moments. But again, they're clowns, so I don't know. I think Art not talking is why he's so, when he's goofy, it's so just funny. Them talking while being funny, it's not that funny. I don't know. I just think Art's adorable too, so I'm very biased to Art the Clown. I think I will do an Art the Clown one, even though obviously Halloween's going to be done when I'm done with this one. But I do have one I want to work on. I actually wanted to go to a horror con in March of this year and go meet David Howard Thornton dressed up as Art the Clown. And not just Art the Clown, but Santa Claus Art the Clown. It would have been so cool. But, you know, money, funding, time, all that stuff. I was switching jobs at the time, too. So, just wasn't the right time. It wasn't meant to be. I just hope he does those again next year. Because I finally have a job that's pretty good paying. So, if I can save up, I totally want to do that. I would love to, go to a horror con in general, but to go see Art the Clown and get a picture with him in full costume, that'd be the best. don't know why I thought I was done with 5s. I have a lot up here I need to do. Joker. I don't think he's a good clown. He's a very, no, I don't think Joker's a good clown. In any variation of the Joker, but especially in the comic books, he's not a good clown. He's not a good person. He purposely hurts and torments Harley Quinn just for the sake of watching her go crazy. So that's not really a good person. But I like him. Okay. I like him. And I'm gonna get shit for this, I already know. Jared Leto's Joker in Suicide Squad. Had we gotten all his scenes, not most of them cut out from the film, I think he was a good Joker. I like, obviously, Heath Ledger's Joker the best. Iconic, right? But Jared Leto got a shit deal because they cut out the majority of his scenes. So his version of the Joker made absolutely no sense when it came to it. Now, the look of it was bizarre, too. I don't know why they kind of went with that look. But, I mean, he did look batshit crazy in the comics. If you read the comics, I don't think it's too far off. I mean, the look is. Okay. It's not that far off, but at the same time, it is. I also like the Joker in Gotham, too. God, I can't remember his name. And I don't think I watched the final season of Gotham, but I think they changed it to where Jerome wasn't actually the Joker. They just made it seem like he was the entire time, and then last second they're like, oh, that wasn't the Joker anyway. And then Arthur Fleck, Joaquin Phoenix's character, I like the first one. I never saw the second one, but from what I heard, it was not that great. Oops. But I liked his character as well. And I guess he wasn't really the Joker either. I guess someone else was the Joker. But that's kind of the point Gotham made, is like anyone could be the Joker. If you're crazy enough. In this day and age, anyone could, literally. And then they kind of redo Jared Leto's Joker in, gosh, what was it? Not redo it, but he did show up in, I can't remember the freaking film it was in. I'm not much of a DC, I'm more MCU, definitely more MCU, but, and I like Christian Bale's Batman, and I'm sorry, I loathe Ben Affleck's Batman. That was horrific. I did not enjoy that one effing bit. Like, kind of like how everyone's like, Heath Ledger is Joker, the only Joker in their mind. Christian Bale isn't the only Batman, because there are other Batmen. But compared to Ben Affleck, yeah, he's a better Batman. And again, in my opinion, you can, if you like Ben Affleck's Batman, that's good for you. I did not. Yeah, Walking Phoenix, and I think that is correct how you spelled it. He definitely made a really human twist to the Joker. Like the first question that was asked about could he be considered a good clown? Arthur Fleck's Joker could be considered a good clown because he wasn't wrong. What he said to Robert De Niro's character on live TV, and he's like, so what do you do when you put someone who has basically been abused by the system and you make fun of him? And he's like, you get what you effing deserve, and he does what he does. That he was maybe not a good Joker, but he's definitely justified. And my favorite scene was when he let the little person friend go, and he's like, you never judge me. Like, you've always been my friend. You never thought I was weird. You were never scared of me. And I think that's all Arthur wanted. He just wanted someone to not think he is weird. Also, my husband has literally the exact same laugh as Walking Phoenix's Joker. It's the funniest thing. When he gives a genuine laugh, he sounds just like him. And I tell him that all the time. And then he's like, I'm not the Joker. I'm like, I know, but you sound just like him. And I love it. Because I'm weird. Because again, as much as I say I'm scared of clowns, I actually surround myself not with them a lot, but at the same time, kind of. I should actually, if I can find that, if it's in arm's reach, I'm going to show you guys something. If not, I'll show it on a different live feed. I don't think it's in here. Really need to clean this room. It's so... Oh, where'd it go? It's not in here. Whoops. No. I drew Heath Ledger's Joker once, and I drew Walking Phoenix's Joker. So yeah, again, for not liking clowns, I sure do like them. I don't know. I don't know what it is. If I ever came across a clown, like a clown was coming towards me, I'd be scared out of my ever-loving mind. Have you guys seen or read the book or seen the film Clown in a Cornfield? Clown in a Cornfield. I always want to say Cloverfield. But I'm reading it right now, and so far it's mid. I'm not in love with it. I don't hate it. I don't understand the point to it right now, but I mean, I think I'm just about to be halfway in the book. And I really hope it picks up because I want a good, scary book for Halloween. If it's not scary, I'm going to DNF it, which is meaning not finish it, did not finish, and try to get through The Shining in the next 3 days. I just want to end on a scary book for this year. And if Clown in a Cornfield isn't going to get there, I'll just reread The Shining, and watch the film. And I'm sorry, I'll watch Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. I know Stephen King doesn't like it, but it has a lot more. I could talk days about The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's film. It has so many underlying messages. I could watch the documentary. I might just DNF Clown in a Cornfield. I don't know. Let me know if it gets better and if it gets scary and if it's intriguing. Because there's 3 books about it, and from what I'm reading, I'm like, how? I know nothing about this clown. He's already done some damage in the parts I've read, but I'm like, it's not interesting. I don't know him. I don't know what's going on. His name's like Friendo or something. What the fuck? And it's so funny. Cole, the character in Clown in a Cornfield, I was imagining him looking like Jared Leto. And then in the book, they're like, oh, he was such a good-looking guy. Kind of like Jared Leto. Oh my god, I can't say his stupid name. Jared Leto-y. I'm like, okay, that's funny. Because that's who I was imagining him looking like. The Shining. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I really, now that it's like 3 days left, I can't finish The Shining in 3 days. I mean, maybe I think can. I never say never. But I just think I'll have a better time with it for Halloween. I might just go ahead and DNF Clown in a Cornfield. In fact, I'm going to make that as a poll. Oh, we have 50-50. Oh, I'm going to wait till this current poll gets a tiebreaker. We are tied on who is the best Pennywise, Tim Curry 1990 or Bill Skarsgård 2017. I'm going to wait for there to be a tiebreaker. We're at 50-50. I'll wait till that one's over and then, oh, that was the wrong color. Oh, well. The thing is when they're all such similar colors, especially toward the end, I just start punching in colors that are pretty similar. So, like, this is a 5 and this is a 3. From the distance you're all at, you can't effing tell, so. If I mess up, I mess up. I've never had someone be like, oh my gosh, you put the wrong color down on the wrong dot. Tisk, tisk. Maybe like the voice in my head, but that's about it. Yeah, it is. Isn't he so cool? And it's going to look so much cooler with the diamond paintings on it. And then, I don't know, guys. I've been putting... I don't have the, let's see. I don't have really a good example. I'll show you tomorrow how I put my diamond paintings when they're finished, because I finished Ghostface, and I'll show you tomorrow. I have to pull it from another room, and I don't feel like getting up. But I usually put them on canvases. But some people frame them. What do you think looks better? A canvas or a frame? Because the canvas, like Ghostface, I painted the canvas black. And then I put Ghostface on. Obviously, I diamond painted it. And then Mod Podged it onto the canvas. And my husband's like, I don't think... I mean, he didn't say I don't think that looks good, but basically alluding, I don't think that looks good. And that it would look better if you just framed them. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to go... I'm not good with, like, measurements and stuff, even though it literally tells me the measurements. I just don't want to go... Frames can be expensive. That's not the right color. Canvases are pretty cheap, too. Maybe that's why he doesn't like it. He knows how cheap it is. I don't know. And he doesn't say in a rude way. It's more constructive criticism. I don't mind constructive criticism. Like, hey, I don't think that looks the best, but maybe this way would look a little better. But if it's just like, oh my god, your thing is a piece of shit. Like, that's not constructive. That's just stupid. I kind of want to do Jay to get the eyes done, the glowy part of the eyes. I need another tray. I'm out of trays. How can I be out of trays when there's so many? I should have another tray in here somewhere. Oh, but you don't. But you don't. Fudge sticks. Okay, what is J? J is 15. Oh, okay. I'm actually just going to pull 2 of these out just to get the eyes. I think it'll look cool. When I draw, it's like, I always think my drawings look like potatoes until I get the eyes done. Then it's like, there it is. That's the character I'm drawing. There it is. Look at that. Wish there were yellow eyes. I don't know why. But no, that looks cool too. But see, that looks like the exact same color as 2. So, like, I could have just used 2. Oh well. Ten has more of the aura because of the rose. Yeah, I do think Tim Curry has a lot more experience, that's for sure. Um I do think that his performance obviously was really good. I think honestly, I just was too young when I first watched it, and I didn't understand what the hell was going on in the movie at all. Like, I thought because he's well, the thing about it, honestly, it's really not about Pennywise the clown. It's just about the entity of it. And when it changes into the dog form, when I was a kid and I saw that, I thought it was a Rottweiler. And it was a Rottweiler disguised as a clown. That's what I thought. I had no idea what the hell was going on. It was weird. I don't even know how old I was when I watched that. But yeah, when he definitely turns and has those like creepy teeth and stuff, I definitely think Tim Curry's full change into like the scary version of Pennywise is a lot more terrifying than Bill Skarsgård's. His didn't look as terrifying, in my opinion. No, did the deadlights ever come out of Tim Curry's Pennywise? Because I know um, Beverly looks down the mouth of Pennywise and sees the deadlights, but I don't remember that happening in the miniseries. Oh. I wish they had explained the ritual of Chud, which they did in the 2019 one. That's part 2, chapter 2 of the 2017 film. They did mention it at least. But I really wish we could have seen like the little turtle who vomited up the universe. He is actually one of my favorite parts in the book. So I really like that part of the book, and yet they never even showed him. I think they showed the kids playing with the turtle at one point, and I thought, is this it? Is this it? And then, like, nothing. I was like, dang it. And plus, I think that would have made the battles so much cooler. Um, there's a film reviewer who has never read the book but reviewed the film, and he's like, "Oh well, I could beat Pennywise because all you have to do is just bully him around." And I'm like, if you read the book, sir, you would know it's a lot more than just having to bully him around. But that's how they made it seem in the movies, and I'm like, if they just had introduced the the turtle that vomited up the universe. It sounds so stupid, but it really makes a lot of sense to me. I don't even know if it's supposed to make sense, but I understood it. I think I understood things about that book that most people are like, oh, I don't think there's any point to that. Yeah, the scene where the kids were swimming, that's when they mentioned the turtle. I don't even know if it showed it. I think they're just like, what's that? And they're like, oh, it's a turtle over here. And that was about as far as they went with the turtle. And in the book, he really didn't have that big of a part, but I mean, it was an important part. Now, let me know if I'm wrong. Terrifier isn't based on any kind of book. Because I'm literally looking at everything now. Every movie I've seen, I'm like, is there a book on that? Can I read a book on that? Is there a book on Terrifier, Art the Clown? And if there's not, could you imagine? Could you imagine? I would love to read more about Art the Clown. Because there's so many theories, especially with that first one, and then him coming back for the second one. There are so many theories, and I have so many thoughts on it. There's some theories up there I could get. Could you imagine if there is a book called The Ninth Circle? Like the lady was reading? For all I know, there could be. And I could go read it. There's just something about reading. I like it a lot more. And I even felt, I think I was ready to leave Derry and those kids and that story behind because it's such a long book and I spent 3 months with them. But The Long Walk, I finished that in like a month and I wasn't ready to leave them. I was like, oh, this is sad. We could talk about The Long Walk next. I forget why I said the poll was going to be next after the tie break. Yeah, I completely forget. I was like, oh, once I get this tie break, I'll make a new poll, but now I forget what that poll was going to be. Was it related? Oh, I think was I going to DNF Clown a Cornfield and go to The Shining, but I don't think I need a poll. I think I made up my mind. I want to be scared this Halloween, and I'm halfway through Clown in a Cornfield, and it's not scaring me. So I think I'm going to at least softy enough it, meaning just until Halloween, until I can get scared. And I've read The Shining before, but there's one chapter I think even as an adult I'm going to be terrified of. Oops. Yeah, honestly, if any Halloween movie comes on TV, like, I'm watching it, even if I've watched it like 1,000 times, and even if I have the DVD. Honestly, it's the same with Harry Potter. I have like so many copies of Harry Potter too, and anytime it's on TV, I'm like, oh, it's on. I'm gonna watch it. I don't know. I don't care. I am going to watch it. The Nightmare Before Christmas was on the other day. Watched it a million times. I still sat there and sang every single song. I don't care. Oops. Oh, I see a dark tower. What? Yes, the Dark Tower. So that is a series I want to start in November. I'm gonna start the Dark Tower. I think right now I have the first four. Um, and I'm gonna start them. That's what I want to read because I want to go down. I guess it's called like a multiverse, Stephen King's multiverse. Because I've seen that a lot of his tie-ins come from Dark Tower. And yeah, that the Ritual Chud will make a lot more sense in there. So I'm like, well, I want to make sense of it. So I'm going to be reading the Dark Tower series for sure. And it's going to take me forever. And today I had a funny conversation with my mom because she's always like, I've read the Dark Tower. And I'm like, okay. So I talked to her today and I was like, have you read all the books of the Dark Tower? She's like, what are you talking about? I just read the one. I'm like, girl, there's like 9, I think. Like 9 books, at least 4, because I have the first 4. And I know there's more than 4 for sure. But she's like, oh, I don't know if I've read that then. And she like looked it up and not at all to be political, but I guess she read some book about Donald Trump and the Trump Towers. I'm like, girl, I'm talking about Stephen King. Like, what? I'm not talking about that. She's like, well, yeah, I've never read that then. I'm like, what the hell? My whole life has been a lie. I thought she's always told me she's read The Dark Tower. So I'm like, oh, no wonder she likes Stephen King so much. But yeah, it was kind of a silly moment. I'm like, okay. I don't even know if it's like the Trump Towers or the Trump Tower. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I have no idea. don't care. I want to read The Dark Tower by Stephen King. That's all I know. Is the Dark Tower series scary or is it just tie-ins to everything? Like what genre is it? Is it adventure? Is it scary? Like what do I expect to feel reading the Dark Tower series? Is Randall Flagg in the Dark Tower? I know that. Isn't he in the Stand? I don't know. I get them all blurred. I'm so. I'm still trying to figure out like what's the best way to read Stephen King. Should it be in publication order? Should it be starting with the Dark Towers? I'm gonna start with the Dark Towers anyway. Well, not start. I already read it, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna backtrack and do read the Dark Tower series, not not a one book about the Trump Towers. Not that book. I don't want to read that book. My mom's so funny. Oops. Oh. Western sci-fi horror. Okay. At least it's horror some way. And now knowing my mom actually hasn't read it, because I'm like, dang, I kind of want to be like, I thought that was really cool to hear that she read it. But that was me thinking she knew what I meant by the whole series of the Dark Tower series. So now, like, if I do read it, I'll feel even more accomplished. Because my mom, I thought she read a lot of Stephen King. And I'm like questioning if she even has. I know she's read Cujo. We both read that. And then I've read Pet Cemetery a long time ago. And I heard when you become a parent, Pet Cemetery becomes that much harder to read and watch. But I mean, I already know what happens, so. Let's just say I make sure when I walk with my daughter on our walk, she's always closest to houses and not to the street. Because I literally see Gage every single time I see a kid walking near a street. I'm like, stop doing that to me. It scares me. Like my niece. Oh, that girl, I swear. I don't know where I'm going. Which way should I go? I kind of want to do all this to get more of his face done. But also, this looks like so much fun doing the balloons. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Guess I'll just continue over there. Whoops. And I will be going live, you guys, doing this diamond painting honestly, until I get it done. But I'm hoping, I don't know if I'm going to get it done by Halloween. My goal is to get it done by Halloween. But I'll live stream it until it is done. But I am taking Halloween night off because I'm pretty busy that day. I have to work. And then take my daughter all the way down to my mom's house, which is 30 minutes away. And then come back, go trick-or-treating. And then probably watch all the It movies and all the scary movies I've been wanting to watch. So I'm not going to be on live for Halloween. And I'll probably do my lives from 8 o'clock at night to 9 o'clock. Not to 9 o'clock, but I'll start them at 8, between 8 and 9 o'clock. It really just depends. And then I just diamond paint until I start feeling like I'm getting tired. So that could be like an hour, that could be till 3 in the morning. I don't know, it really just depends. If I don't push myself past me getting tired, because then I start making mistakes and then I get angry and then it's just not fun anymore. So once I feel myself getting tired, I'm like, okay, I should stop before I get annoyed. And I get annoyed with myself. Get annoyed with myself very easily. Oh, that looks cool. I like the face already. Yeah. Oh, he looks evil. Like, duh. Sorry. That's like a no duh statement, but like, especially since I haven't gotten all the face done, just seeing his eyes, like, that's kind of creepy looking. Let's see. If I had money, like extra money to throw around, I would love to have an It tattoo. Just because I'm so proud of myself for reading it. I picked it up in April when I was substituting at the time. I was a substitute teacher for 8th graders. And I just wanted to see how far I could get in it. And I don't know if you guys know the booktuber Ian Goobley. That crazy guy finished it in like 2-3 days. I can't even remember. He read like 200 pages a day. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. I do not have the time and like attention span for that. So I feel kind of like a loser going like, oh, I finished in 3 months, because he's like, I just finished in a few days. It's like, okay, well, I can't do that. So I'm proud of myself for even finishing, because I have not read in a long time. I used to read so much when I was younger. I actually got detention one time as a kid because I kept reading instead of doing my homework, like math homework or something. I'd just be reading. And you're like, oh, well, if you want to do that so much, you can just do that in detention. I'm like, okay, bet. You best believe I read in detention. Like, that's like, as if that's a threat, you know? But yeah, when you become a parent, you know, I hate to admit it a little bit when, gosh, Life of Books podcast, he said, oh, if you want to find a way not to read as much, become a parent. I think that's a very incorrect thing to say. But at the same time, a brand new parent, kind of. Because of the sleep schedule and because you have to make sure you acclimate to having a baby and the baby acclimates to you and all that stuff. Like, the first few years are hard. Now that she's 2, she's a lot more independent, and I know her schedules. I get up early in the morning and I try to read as much as possible before anyone wakes up. When she goes down for a nap, I'm either reading, diamond painting, or crocheting. Not really diamond painting. I'm now waiting to diamond paint at night like this. But, you know, it was a few years of not reading. So when I picked it up, is the first book I was reading in a long break from reading. So even though it took me 3 months, I'm pretty effing proud of myself for reading that book. Where do I want to go from here? I think I'm going to bag these ones up. I'm going to do some different colors. I'm getting tired of looking at the same old colors, honestly. Where am I percentage-wise? I may have to end the stream sooner because my stupid camera battery is dying. It wasn't fully charged when I started, but I'm going to try to go until... Not until it dies, but until it's like on the very last sprint. And then I'm not tired, but my camera is not fully charged. So that's the only reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I honestly want to do P. P is number 20. Oops. That's way down here. Nope, that's not right. It's number 20. Nope, that's not right. 21, 20. Okay. And then I also want to do, I'm going to do S. S is number 22. That was you. That was you. And then I also want to do O. O is, O is 19. 19. Wait. Okay. Okay. I already forget the numbers. Which ones? Okay, 19 is O. 20 is P. 22 is S. So at least they're close to each other. I'm trying to think of a different poll to do. I don't know if it should be it related or just movie related. To be like Scream, what's your favorite scary movie? What's your favorite scary movie, not including why is 15 out? Why is 15 out? I mean, what is 15J? Yeah, we're not doing that right now. Besides it, what's your favorite scary movie? Oh, you know, a movie I saw this year in theaters that I didn't see in theaters when it released. For some reason, they brought it back to theaters, and it was so much fun to go see it in theaters. It was Trick or Treat. The little Sam. He was so cute. I love that movie. That might actually be my favorite Halloween. It's a good Halloween movie. Really kickstarted the Halloween feels. Oops. Get back up there. There weren't any clowns in that one, so. Like, are clowns my favorite scary character? Probably not. I don't know. Oh. Very true. If I could watch it every single time, kind of like what I was saying about Nightmare Before Christmas, I own it. I've seen that a million times, but if it's on TV, like it was on the other day, of course I watched it. And I sang along to every single song, and I had so much fun. Still watching that movie. So, and I watch it, I don't do the whole, do you watch Nightmare Before Christmas on Halloween or on Christmas? Both. I watch on both. If it's on TV, I'll watch it. Oops. Oops. I don't watch all the Halloween movies, but I tend to watch, obviously, the first Halloween, the original. I can skip Halloween 2. It's not like a die-hard. Halloween 3. Freaking love Halloween 3. Halloween 4. Halloween 5. The rest of them I'll watch them if someone wants to watch them with me. That's kind of it too. Like if I can watch them by myself. I watched The Grudge by myself, and the movie that scares me the most probably is The Grudge. Watching that by myself is just terrifying. When I watched it in theaters when I was like, 12 years old with my family, I didn't care. I didn't think The Grudge was scary at all. I watched that shit by myself. My gosh, you guys. I've still had panic attacks about it. I've had nightmares about it. And I've seen Ju-on, the Japanese original version of The Grudge. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Like, just thinking about it scared me. Oh, okay. I'm missing some comments. Let's see. Okay. Favorite scary movie, The Grudge, or The Last Exorcism? Oh, The Last Exorcism? Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I love The Last Exorcism. I'm so glad someone mentioned that. Not The Exorcist, but The Last Exorcism. I love that movie. I need to watch that this year, too. Rosemary's Baby. Classic. I love that one, too. That one, when actually, when I was pregnant with my first pregnancy, I only had one baby, but I had two pregnancies, so you could tell what happened with the first one. But my doctor kind of seemed like Dr. Saperstein, and it reminded me of Rosemary's Baby, because it's like, oh, what the doctor said, I'll get better in a few days, and it's like been a couple weeks and you're not better, and it's like, yeah, it's just a scary ass feeling. Yes, Halloween 3. I love that. And it has one of, I think, honestly, not one of the most terrifying deaths, the most terrifying death in Halloween 3. Again, Rosemary's Baby, love that one. Do they still do American Horror Story? That was one I always watched too. And I haven't watched those in a long time. I don't even know what season they would be on if they're still doing them. Oops. But yeah, I like Twisty the Clown too from Freak Show, so. It scared the hell out of me, but intriguing. Oops. I think the last American Horror Story, I also read the book that one was inspired by. Delicate Condition is the book, and it was American Horror Story Delicate. And there were some parts that were beat for beat by the book, and then there were just other parts. I was like, okay, we're doing our own thing, I guess. I think that's my issue with the movies. It's like sometimes they just do their own thing so much. It's not even, it doesn't even make sense anymore. But at the same time, copy paste can be annoying. So I don't know. American Horror Story was pretty good until, well, gosh, I guess the election one, to be to be completely honest. That one was just stupid. It was very trying to be so in the times we're in. I'm like, I don't want to be in the times we're in. Can we not? Like, I don't know. I don't like it when they try to make things relate to what we're going through in real life. Because it's like you watch film and shows and everything to escape reality. So why the hell am I going to watch something that's about reality? Like, that seems... And it wasn't scary at all. But Murder House, Asylum. Oh, I love Asylum. And then Freak Show, Coven. Those are classics. American Horror Story. Hotel. Oh, freaking, I love Hotel. I need to go binge watch all those. I just need more time in my days to go watch all this shit. Oops. Excuse. Is it not? Yeah, it is. Okay, okay. Yes, Hotel and Asylum were the best. I think my only issue with American Horror Story, sometimes they never knew how to wrap things up. So it's like you watch all these episodes and you stay tuned for so long, and then it seemed like the endings sometimes were just like lackluster, and I'm like, that's it? Like, that's how you're gonna end it? But besides that, usually they're really good. Except for the last few. I can't even tell you what the last few were about, except for Delicate. And that's because I read the book, of course. But besides that, I don't even remember. I didn't like Roanoke. I thought that was absolutely terrible. Except for Leslie Gordon. That's the only character I liked in that one. Ow. I'm gonna see if I can charge my phone. You guys may have to be a little bit moved, but that way I can keep going. Oh, my back. Oh my gosh, there's one with American Horror Story. God, what was his name? Michael? I can't even remember what it was. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to cheat and look it up. Seasons. Okay, that was Delicate. And then we had... I don't even know it. Oh, okay. Guys are going to move just a little bit so I can see if I can plug it this in so it can charge. Whoops, don't do that, Amanda. Okay. I don't want to end the stream, so I try to... Yeah, I guess allow, sure. Yeah, sure, whatever. 1, 2, 3. No. I hope that didn't end the stream. Did it end it? No. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. He was in it, I believe, as a baby. But I hope this is... It's going to be a little wonky because I'm going to have to hold it. Maybe... Can I go like this? No, it says you have to hold it like that. That's just silly. I don't know. I'm going to hold it for a second while I talk. I'm so sorry if it's like lopsided and... I'm looking at the seasons real quick. So we also had American Horror Story New York, or NYC, and I think that one was just boring. Season 10. Double feature. Double feature had a good concept. It's about aliens and vampires, and those are two subjects I really like. But, yeah, just lackluster on the delivery. This one I forgot about. 1984. Totally don't remember that one at all. Apocalypse. That's the one with Michael. Michael, what was his name? What was his name? Oh my gosh, how did I forget that? American Story. Michael Langdon. Yes, Michael Langdon. Because, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at my lore of American Horror Story. I used to memorize this stuff. Jessica, no. Oh, no. What was her name then? Constance Langdon, which was Jessica Lange's character. Yeah. Michael Langdon. I don't know if it's her son, but yeah, American Horror Story Apocalypse. I love that one. Yeah, because he's like the Antichrist and all that stuff. And then we had Cult. That's the one I did not like. That's when they started getting bad. But then they came out with Apocalypse Season 8, and I did like that one. And then we had Roanoke. I was not a fan of Roanoke. We also had a Hotel. I loved Hotel. I loved Freak Show. I've come to love Coven. I'm going to be honest, was not the biggest fan of Coven at first. Asylum, loved Asylum, and of course loved Murder House. So yeah, toward the later of them, sorry it's moving. I'm trying to like get it to where it's like this. Okay. Yeah, the later seasons, I'm not the biggest fan of. Until my battery is a little bit more charged. It's going to be a little wobbly, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I should have waited till it was a little bit more charged to even start the stream, but it was late, so I wanted to at least start it. But usually the later seasons, I'm not the biggest fan of, but Apocalypse. I did like Apocalypse, and I think it added a lot to the lore. I'll try to hold it like so. I have someone watching from Germany. That's really cool. I've never been to Germany. I've been to Italy and Ireland. That's about it. Whoops. I've been to Ireland 4 times, so. Whoops. It's like shaking because I have to shake the trays too. Yeah, right? Because his eyes are just like there. Yeah, he's staring right at you. Oops. I had my tattoo artist reach out to me and he's like, "Hey, do you want me to do a it tattoo?" And I'm like, "Dude, I would love that, but I don't have the funds for it right now. Like, that'd be so cool, though." Why is that one backwards? Whoops. 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 Okay. Like I asked at the beginning of the stream, and I don't think many people were here when I asked it. Does anybody know where Welcome to Derry is streaming on? Because the whole reason I started went down an it road of reading the book, watching all this, and doing the diamond paintings and all this stuff is because I was wanting to build up to Welcome to Derry, and I've seen reactors putting reactions out. I'm not watching them or reviews out. I'm not going to watch them until I watch the show. But now I'm like, where do I stream it? I don't know. I have Hulu. I have Disney Plus. My husband has Prime, Amazon Prime. We don't have Paramount. I don't know. I hate how you have to like download something just to freaking watch movies nowadays. But it's the day we're in, I guess. What the hell? So many gaps. If you've watched it, don't talk about it because I want to watch it first. I hope that one story they talk about in the show, they may not because I think it's a completely different time frame, but Betty Ripsum, they always mention Betty Ripsum, and yeah, we know what happened to her, but I want to see what happened to her. I want to see her story. Like, I want a story where she's the main character. Because that's the thing. Anyone could be the main character. We just see it through other people's point of view. But that's the thing I like about it is Stephen King does really good at, like, there is no main character. It just is a story about a bunch of characters. Except for Needful Things. I don't know if anyone read that book. I was so excited to read it because the booth I sold my diamond paintings at was called Needful Things. So I really wanted to read the book. But it's taken forever to get to the point. And I'm getting bored with it. So I soft DNF'd it so I could read 20th Century Ghost, aka The Black Phone. Like where the Black Phone came from. And I finished that book. So I know it wasn't that I just didn't like reading anymore. It's just Needful Things is kind of boring right now. I didn't know there was a movie of Needful Things. I've heard of Castle Rock on Hulu. I haven't seen it. I need to watch it. Wow, okay. Now that actually inspires me to get back to Needful Things and watch the movie. I had no idea there was a movie. And then it makes me want to open my booth back up at Needful Things. But I have to get through a lot of diamond paintings first. And honestly, I don't know if I want to sell these anymore. I kind of just want to decorate my house with them. I mainly had one person buying all my diamond paintings anyway. Like, not that many people were buying them. It was just like the same person buying them. I'm like, thank you. Thanks for your support. But I kind of would like it if I saw a little bit more interest in other people wanting to buy them. But you know what they say, you have one person who enjoys your work, then it makes it worth it. And it did. I had that booth up for about a year, maybe a year and a half. But then, I don't know, I just haven't. They moved my location of my booth and it wasn't getting that much attention. So I was like, at this point, I'm kind of losing money having to pay the rent for the booth and not making the booth rent up. So I'm kind of taking a break from it. Okay. I'm excited now. I think I'm gonna softy enough, clown in a cornfield, read The Shining for Halloween, even if it goes into November, and then I will get back to Needful Things. But also start the I'm sorry, I stutter a lot, guys. Also start the Dark Tower. Oh, cool. There's a lot jumbled up right there. I like messed up right there or something. I don't know. It's like forced one. I don't know. Damn, that didn't go well. It is charging, right? It's like acting so stupid. This stupid thing. Oh, my favorite loser club member. That is a good question. Yeah, I guess it's. Why is it acting like it's not charging? Because it's stupid. And don't allow. I'm so sick of that question. Not your question, my stupid phone. Um, Favorite loser club member. Oh, sorry. I would say I like Bill. I think Bill's my favorite. I think in each adaptation I liked him. Um, where'd my pen go? Here it is. Yeah, in each adaptation I tend to like Bill. But I like Eddie too. I thought he was really funny. And Eddie's Stan too, man. I feel for Stan. That was literally tragic what happened to him. And reading it through his wife's perspective, her finding him, that was so sad. And I think I have to restart music. We're gonna change it to this, I think. There we go. Oops. Although I will say Bill's stutter while reading it, I just read his parts normal. No offense, I stutter. I do have a stuttering issue, not as bad, but it's more mine. Just I get nervous, so I'm not like I don't really have coworkers anymore. I work by myself nowadays, so I really don't talk to anyone except for my husband and my sister. So I'm not used to talking anymore, so I kind of stutter and just I trip over my words more than anything. But yeah, his stutter in the book, I'm just like, I read it like normally. I didn't have time to sit there and like reach out every single stuttering part. But he's always acted very well. Anyone who plays his character always portrays him very well. Well, maybe I can't play this one because there's singing to it. I didn't know that there's singing. Shut up. Okay, we'll go back to that one. You know, for 2 nights worth, I've gotten quite a bit done. I think the rest of the stream is just going to have to be me holding it like this because my charge to my phone is just not, it's not holding its charge. It's frustrating me, but I wonder if that's because it's the computer. I think the actors of Eddie from the 2017 to the adults in 2019, they casted him so well, like spot on. And I love when he like stands up for himself to his mom and he's like, it's a gazebo instead of a placebo. Oh, that was funny. But they casted him very well. I cried reading about Eddie's death in the not a spoiler, but in the book. I did tear up because like it's kind of like reading Artax's death in the Neverending Story. Like in the book, I mean, when you're watching it, it's like you don't know what they're thinking. So when you're reading the book and they're like saying their last thoughts to you while reading, and then it's like, then everything just ends. I'm like, I was crying reading it. Kind of same with what was the other boy's name? Golly, I can't remember his name. There's Eddie, Stan, Mike. Golly, who's the other kid? I can't remember that kid's name. Why can't I remember him? That looks so cool though. What was the other boy's name? Oh my gosh. Richie. Kind of like how I skipped, I read Bill Stutter normally when I was reading it. I read Richie's little voice acting the exact same. I don't know. I just didn't care for all his voices and reading them. I know I have a thing about like when they have like accents and like voices and I have to read them differently. I don't know. I have a low tolerance for it. So I tend to just read them normally. Even Hagrid in Harry Potter, like reading his character, he is all like, "Are you doing there?" Like, I don't know, a type of speaking that I'm like, this is frustrating me. So I just read him normally. I'm like, I don't know what he's trying to say. I'll just have him say what I know he's saying. Oops. Like, not even showing you guys the parts I'm working on. Why is it not holding a charge? That's actually soups annoying. I know. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Gas. Stupid phone. I have a stand, but because I have to freaking try to charge it, it's not working. I may actually be ending the stream pretty soon. I'm beginning to feel myself get a little tired, but I get to sleep in tomorrow, so I'm trying to stay up a little bit. I noticed, like, when you start your own business, it's like, oh, you're so lucky, you get to work your own hours. I'm like, why am I setting my hours so freaking early? So I'm actually giving myself a little bit of time to sleep in tomorrow. Might start doing that in general, to be honest. I don't know. I'm kind of in my selfish era and just like, if I want to sleep in, I want to sleep in. And to me, sleeping in is like 8 o'clock at the most, at the latest. Whoops, you were not supposed to go that far. Get back up there. Get back up there. Get in your corner. Yeah, guys, I do think I'm going to end it here. Just because my battery is just not holding a charge. I'm feeling really tired, and I see some of you are about to head out, which is perfectly fine. Thank you guys so much. It was really fun having you guys join and enjoy this. I will be... Yeah, we should all go watch it within this week. That'd be awesome. I will be on tomorrow. What is tomorrow? What is today? I don't even know. Today is it Tuesday already? It is. Okay, so we have Wednesday and Thursday. I'm gonna be on tomorrow and Thursday around the same time, hopefully a little sooner, 8 till whenever. I could even stay up later if I wanted. And then Thursday night, same thing. And we're going to try to get as much done as possible. I think we've gotten a lot done for now. Or fun for now. How do you do watch parties? Do you literally just put the movie on and we all just watch it together? That'd be so much fun. That's literally what I've always wanted to do. I want to do like reviewing films too. Not reviewing, but like reaction stuff. But I don't know how people get content to films without getting copyright. Every time I do it, every time I try to add any small scene, my videos get copyrighted, and I just am so tired of it. I'm more into shorts and lives right now anyway, so. But I'll figure out stuff. I think for now this is actually really fun. If you want to subscribe, you will get notified when we go live for tomorrow and for Thursday. And after Halloween, I'm going to continue. If we're not finished with this one, I'll finish this one. And then after Halloween, I have plenty more to do. I think I still have Michael Myers. I did Freddy Krueger. I did Ghostface. I still have Jason, Michael Myers, and Art the Clown to do Halloween-wise. So I have plenty more diamond paintings to do. But we could also look into a watch party, too. That'd be so much fun. But until tomorrow, you guys, thank you all so much for joining. It's been so much fun. And I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all.